No one understood why the small dog cub was sprinting down Main Street, crying louder with every step until a police officer followed him into the woods and discovered a scene that would leave an entire town in shock. I share new stories here every day, and I would really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and liked my video. Now let's jump back into my story. I'm sure you love it if you keep listening till the end, and tell me from which part of the world you are watching this story. I am interested to know how far away this story traveled. It was a quiet autumn afternoon in Maplewood, Oregon. The kind where golden leaves drift lazily across sidewalks and the town feels almost frozen in time. Officer Daniel Harris, a patrol officer with the Maplewood Police Department, was parked near a local diner, finishing his coffee before the evening shift truly began. That calm shattered when a small brown and white dog cub burst into the street, narrowly missing passing cars. The cub barked frantically, circling the patrol car, whining and pawing at the door as if begging for help. Officer Harris stepped out, crouching low. "Hey, buddy." "Easy," he said, gently. But the dog didn't calm down. Instead, it turned and ran a few steps, then stopped and looked back, barking again, clear, urgent, desperate. Officer Harris had seen this behavior before. Animals didn't act like this without a reason. "All right," he murmured, grabbing his flashlight. "Show me." The cub sprinted toward the edge of town, disappearing down a dirt trail that led into the nearby woods. Officer Harris followed, jogging past trees and fallen leaves, guided by the dog's frantic pace. After several minutes, the cub stopped near a large oak tree, and that's when Officer Harris saw it. A gray tabby cat was tied tightly to the tree with a rough rope, its body trembling in pain and fear. The rope dug into its fur, cutting off movement. One of its legs was bleeding, feathers scattered on the ground nearby. Before Officer Harris could fully process the scene, a loud screech echoed overhead. A large eagle wings stretched wide, circled above the tree. It dove suddenly, talons extended, striking at the helpless cat. The cub leaped forward, barking wildly, snapping at the air to scare the predator away. The eagle retreated briefly but not far. Officer Harris shouted, waving his arms. The eagle veered off, disappearing into the sky. The cat cried weakly, its breathing shallow. The cub rushed to it, nudging its face gently, then biting at the rope with tiny teeth. He had clearly tried this before. Bite marks covered the rope, but it was too thick. "You tried, didn't you?" Officer Harris said softly, kneeling beside them. Using his radio, he called for animal control and backup, but he didn't wait. Pulling out his utility knife, he carefully cut through the rope. The cat collapsed free, barely conscious. Officer Harris removed his jacket, wrapping it around the cat to stop the bleeding and keep it warm. The cub stayed close, never leaving the cat's side, licking its face and whining softly. Minutes later, animal control arrived, rushing the injured cat to a veterinary clinic. The vet later confirmed the cat had survived, barely. Deep puncture wounds from the eagle and rope burns covered its body, but thanks to quick action, it would recover. The story didn't end there. Witnesses in the area later revealed something disturbing. The cat had been tied intentionally. Someone had left it there, defenseless. The case sparked outrage across Maplewood. Local news stations picked it up, and soon the entire state was talking about the dog cub who begged a police officer for help. Officer Harris visited the veterinary clinic daily. And every day, the cub waited outside the door, tail wagging nervously, refusing to leave. When the cat was finally strong enough to stand again, something incredible happened. The cub trotted into the room, and the cat lifted its head, letting out a soft, familiar purr. They pressed their heads together like old friends reunited. Animal control later confirmed the cub had no registered owner. Without hesitation, Officer Harris filled out the adoption paperwork. "I think he chose me," he told reporters with a smile. The cub was named Scout. Today, Scout rides in the patrol car beside Officer Harris, a small bad-shaped tag hanging from his collar. The rescued cat, now adopted by a local family, often visits the station, where Scout greets him like a hero welcoming an old friend, in a town that once believed heroes wore only uniforms. One small dog cub proved that courage doesn't need a baton sometimes. The smallest voice can lead to the biggest rescue. And every time Officer Harris hears Scout bark, he listens because he knows now that bark might just save another life. Thanks for watching till end. Please like and subscribe my channel. I will be very thankful to you.